You can now remove backgrounds within Ideogram thanks to their new feature, and you can do this on every single plan unlimited times. It doesn't cost you any credits, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use this new background remover feature and what sorts of results it gets for print on demand. So here we are inside of Ideogram. I've opened up an image. It says Merry Christmas right here, Christmas theme design, and the remove background feature is now over here on the right underneath upscale, and all you have to do is click it and then it will refresh. It just takes a few seconds and then you will see the version without the background. Now at first glance, pretty good result, and you can even edit this result further and fix little imperfections by going into the edit background right here. So this button is now changed, and if you click edit, it will open up the canvas system, but it has a new toolbar right here at the top with a bunch of different settings that will help you further edit the background if you want to. You can zoom in and out by holding down Control and scrolling, and you can hold down space and click and drag to move around the canvas. And what you can do with this first tool right here, the brush mask, is you can erase little things that you don't want to be included, and then they'll be taken out of the design. You can also hit open and closing bracket on your keyboard. I'm hitting closing bracket right here, and that will increase the size of this brush. What you can do as well is you can use the erase function right here, and that's going to paint things back in. That didn't work very well in this example, but it's just to show you that it does exist. You've also got a lasso mask, so if you don't want to use the brush but you would rather draw around an element, then you can do that like this. And I actually wanted it to remove that. Not sure why that's not doing it. Maybe that is actually to paint things back in. Oh no, it's still set to erase, so you have to untick erase right here and then use the brush mask. My bad. Still getting used to this, but there we go, that's taken it away. And you've also got a rectangle mask if you want to draw a shape like this and take things away. So you've got a lot of features right here to edit the way the backgrounds be removed, which is pretty cool. You can also click invert and it will, invert the mask entirely, which I don't know when you really need that right here for POD, but you do have the option. And then once you're done making edits, you can hit save, and now you've got this refreshed image right here, which you can download with these three buttons at the top, and just hit download right there, and it will instantly save it as a PNG without a background. It'll be transparent straight away. Now I do realize this is not a perfect result. There is quite a bit of black in between these snowflakes right here, but I'll show you some other comparisons or some other examples later on as well, so we can kind of see, is this useful for POD? But a few more things to note before we do that. So the cool thing is you can also combine this with their upscaler. So we can hit upscale first right here. It does use 1 credit though, so be aware of that. But if we upscale this first and then use the background remover, it should get more accurate results because it has more pixels to work with. So let's head back to my generations right here, and then click on this one. And there we go. Now we've got this in 2048 by 2048 pixels, and we can still click remove BG, and it's not going to cost any credits, and it will still very quickly take the background out. Let's quickly edit this one right here to just take a closer look at it. So it does have a little bit of black right here around the edges of the letters, so you would have to go in and kind of fix some of these things, which is a bit of a shame, because from other background removers like Pixian, I would have expected quite a good result from this kind of graphic right here with an outline and a pretty clear text. But I understand they've also designed this to work with photos and not just with print-on-demand graphics. The good thing is it's unlimited, right? So if you have an Ideogram subscription and you're generating graphics within Ideogram, you might as well try out this background remover whilst it's kind of part of your subscription. So here's one of the first designs that I tried. This is it with a background, and this is without. I think this is a pretty decent result, just a bit of black remaining right here in the middle of this P, which is a bit of a shame, but this looks decent on most colors. If we look at this, also of a darker red, it's not bad. The only thing that worries me a little bit is that it looks a little bit half transparent right here around the letters, which is not ideal. What you can do as well in Photoshop right here is you can click on this whilst holding down Control, click on this little thumbnail, then click on Layer Mask, select and mask, and you can shift this edge in a little bit to get rid of some of that blur right there, and then we'll turn up the contrast. So I've set the contrast pretty high right here to around 80 and shifted the edge all the way down to -100. And now you do have more of a crisp edge right here, and it's taken some of the black outlines away. So here's the before, and this is after applying those mask settings right there. Then I also did this camping graphic. This is what it looked like originally on black. And if I take away the color and change it to gray, you can see it's a pretty decent result, but in between right here with the clouds, that is not ideal for POD. So yeah, bit of a shame that it's not the best for print-on-demand graphics. I did get a pretty good result for this ribbon right here. This looks fine on pretty much any color, and I can't see an issue with the edge. So it's not like it can't work, but if you have more complex print-on-demand graphics, you might actually do better with some of the other background removers, but it's just been added. Maybe it will get better with time once I do my testing with it. Here's quite a bad example of a vintage sunset where it's kind of, you know, made some of the edge half transparent and it doesn't look very tidy at all. This is what it looked like with a background, and this is what it looks like with the background removed. So yeah, there we go. There's a few examples. I definitely still prefer Pixian a lot, which I made a video about more recently, but the fact that this is built in and it's unlimited is good for people using Ideogram. So still wanted to make a video about this, showing you how to use it, and the fact that you can upscale the graphics as well and then still use the background remover feature. Something else that Ideogram added recently is their new canvas feature, and if you want to learn how to use that to your advantage to edit your graphics and fix imperfections, make sure to check out this tutorial next.